Cancel the giveaway, dude. I'm keeping this one. What's up, guys? It's Chris from RestoMods. It is Monday, January 6th, 2025. I got that on the first take, believe it or not. And this is the new year. We're here with a garage update, kind of show you guys what we got going on in the garage. Obviously, right over my shoulder right here is RM29, which is gonna launch tomorrow, or at midnight tonight, actually. 9 o'clock on the East Coast, midnight on the East Coast, 9 o'clock on the West Coast tonight. RM29 is going to go live on RestoMods.com, so you guys can claim your entries. If you're a member, you're automatically entered, and you're going to get a bonus. We're kicking it off with 4 times entries. Every dollar you spend on RestoMods is going to get you 4 entries to take home this 1,300 plus horsepower 69 Chevelle and $50,000 in cash. Make sure you check out the build sheet for that car when it comes out. I don't think it's out yet, but when it comes out, make sure you check it out. Obviously, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you catch that video. You're also automatically entered to win that 75 Ram Charger back there if you are subscribed to the channel. I'm just gonna show you guys a little bit of what we got going on in the garage today, so I'll whip this camera around. Obviously, this right here is RM29 and this incredible Nelson Racing Engines power plant underneath the hood. This car is absolutely insane. So again, check out the build sheet for this car. And let's see what else we got going on in the garage. I got Esparza here with me. Let's see, you got to stand over here so the lighting's better.
Oh, here we are.
There you go. So we've talked a lot about this. We'll point people towards the build sheet here on this car. But suffice to say, this thing is absolutely incredible. So stay tuned to the YouTube channel and check out all the detailed videos that are coming out about this car.
This is one of the longest build sheet videos I think we've done just because of how intense the build is on this car.
Yeah, I mean, the other 69 Chevelle, RM22 and RM26.
That might be the longest one.
That one was pretty long as well, but I think it's just, you know, really well-built 69 Chevelles. We like to take our time.
Yeah, super cool. Don't get me started because I'll...
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I don't want to get you started.
I'll talk about the engine and everything.
No. Let's go over here. What else do we have? What is this red thing over here?
All right, so this is a recent, this showed up at our doorstep from a friend, and I think he knew that we were going to want this. But, so we've been looking for another Camaro, the right Camaro. This one was a little bit different than what we were looking for, but it's such a cool car that we couldn't say no. Great condition, body and paint. I'm not sure if this is a true SS. I don't think it is. And we were debating, like, do we want to go split bumper with it? Like, I like that look, the split bumper look. But what it is a really stout small block with a little supercharger. So this is a 383 small block, and that smaller YN blower. It's kind of an old school type build. And it puts out, I think he was saying this thing was north of 500 horsepower at the crank.
Wow.
And it's fast, and it has Tremec TKO 500 5-speed. So it's a manual brake, manual steering, manual transmission car, which sometimes we tried to add some like power steering or whatever to it. But this car, I drove it, and it's so responsive. There's so much feedback. It's such a good driving car. The engine is very snappy. It's a fully built 383 with all the good parts. It's not making a ton of boost, but it's enough to really get this thing going. It's not a heavy car. It handles really good. Very basic car, but it's a driver's car. And as soon as we saw it, we loved the look of it. It already had these American racing wheels on it. So we couldn't say no to it. And there's things we could do to upgrade it if we wanted to make this a giveaway car. I really like how pure of a car it is right now.
And yeah, it's kind of like, what should we do with it? I mean, we get this problem a lot, actually. But what should we do with this car? Should we pop it in the classifieds and just put it up for sale? Or should we do like a shortened giveaway, and just give the car away as it sits? Or should we tear it all apart and get crazy? I guess we'll leave it up to the people.
Right.
What does Elon say? Vox Populi, Vox Dei?
He says a lot of things. I don't know. But yeah, I honestly, I'm getting to the point where, like, I love the LS engine platform. If you're going all out, no compromises, it's great. But I'm still really fond of a small block, a well-built small block. that's making good power, and it's got some old school speed parts. It's almost unusual when you see a nice car and you pop the hood now. You almost like de facto think, oh, it's probably got an LS swap, you know?
Sure.
But a blown small block is a really cool feature. It just gives like that 70s vibe. This is like in the 70s or 80s, even in the 90s. If you had this setup, you were king of the streets. Like this
is it pretty quick? You've driven it.
It's fast. I mean, it's a 500 horsepower car with a stick shift, so it's like plenty to light the tires up. It accelerates good. It's got Caltrack, so it actually kind of hooks good. It's got a scatter shield. The guy that had built it was planning on taking it down the track, so pretty much everything is kind of built to be like NHRA legal for a quarter-mile drag strip, but he never got to that point where he was actually racing it, so everything is pretty fresh on it, but I can see it being a really quick car, and it's just super fun to shift those gears.
Sure. These
cars, the Camaros, they're compact, they're wider, they handle really good, and it just feels like more of a sports car than a muscle car, to be honest. So it's fun. It's super fun to drive with this combo. It didn't leave me wanting more. When I drove this, I wasn't like, oh, we should LS swap this or anything.
Right.
I was kind of like, man, this is quick and snappy and fast, and it looks badass.
All right, well, we'll decide what to do with it. If you guys have ideas, drop that in the comments. This up here is the body of a 68 Charger that we got from Mopar's 5150, and we're still, believe it or not, planning on building this car. This right here is the Hellcat that we're planning on putting inside of there. We've had it for quite a while, though.
Yeah,
those plans might change.
We were talking this morning about how, like, this is a ridiculous thing to have as decoration, so we need to start building it. So it is slated in the next couple weeks actually to get started with full QA1 stuff, start planning the build and send it out to paint.
Yeah, this is the whole palette of QA1 stuff right here. That's it's kind of hidden by whatever this stuff is.
Yeah, there's more Camaro parts for another Camaro that we can talk about later, but
yeah, back over here, this whole palette is, believe it or not, all
and it's
QA1.
getting their really badass mod shocks. These are really cool, fully tunable coilovers. So it's gonna get the best of the best stuff on it. You can see it's already set up for a 4-link in the back, so it'll be a coilover car. It's mini tubbed. So it'll be the perfect car to put a Hellcat in.
So you haven't gotten to that because you've been busy over here.
Yeah, we had another Charger that jumped the line.
Yeah, it did.
So we bought this, and it visually looked very similar. It was red. It was a different hue of red, but it needed a little bit everywhere. And so it ended up getting a lot of it everywhere. We basically tore it down to a shell and built it up, did a lot of chassis work, subframe connectors, torque boxes, full QA1. This will be upcoming giveaway car.
Don't stop there. Don't stop there.
Soon.
We did all that.
There's a reason we had to go that far, right? We chose the engine first.
Right.
So we had our dessert before you know, our dinner, but we chose a 426 Gen 3 Hemi from Blueprint.
Let's go check this thing out.
It's 650-ish horse. I think it dynoed 640. And it's just a really snappy engine. Actually, a couple days ago was the first time I actually got out and drove this car a little bit harder, and it's super fast. It's naturally aspirated, over 600 horsepower, and it's a big cubic inch Gen 3 Hemi, so it's 426 cubic inches. It's got a Holley Terminator X Max. It has a CVF front accessory drive. We did electric fans. We did a full fuel system. It has AC, obviously. We did a lot of work to hide a lot of the wiring and the plumbing and keep everything nice and clean. It's got some custom machine parts from Evans CNC for the brake master cylinder, Willwood brakes. It's a manual transmission, manual brakes, but it does have power steering. But it drives really nice. I got in it and it has the new Tremec TKX, which I've been dying to put one of those in a car and see how it drives because it's a 5-speed. And I wanted to see how it stacked up to their 6 speeds, but it's so compact that it didn't require any big tunnel modifications, which was a plus because these cars do have a brace that runs through the tunnel and it does help keep them a little stiffer. So we didn't really have to do anything to that. And I love the gear split on this 5-speed. It got way up to speed in 4th gear.
Let's go look at it.
Yeah, so, and we did go with the pistol grip shifter. We got Junior and Adrian putting like final touches. rear armrests were like one of the last things we had to put on this car. But if you see with the interior, Dakota digital gauges, so that moderns up the gauges, but they look classic in there still. We wanted to retain a 70 Charger feel. So we ended up buying Sparco buckets. This was originally a bench seat, column shift car, automatic. So we added another pedal, and then you can see we did go with the pistol grip Hurst shifter. In the middle, we got a small TMI center console with cup holders. We might integrate like some phone charging systems into there. But the Sparco seats have a headrest that keep you in. Now that this car handles so good with the QA1, we wanted to upgrade the seating and just finish off the interior with a lot of nice components. Billet Specialty steering wheel, Flaming River tilt column. It just goes on, but it's a really good feel in here. It's definitely identifiable as a 70 Charger, but all the materials feel really good. We got the stock Hurst pistol grip handle, and we had a local woodworking guy. I'll have to find out his name, but he redid the pistol grip in a custom wood, so it just has a more high-end feel.
It feels great. Okay, this is getting weird.
And it just matches the quality of everything else in the car.
Did you say you found a shift pattern?
I did.
Insert?
I did. So we will have the correct shift pattern on the top of the pistol grip instead of the 4-speed.
What are we doing for the sounds in here?
So it has a Bluetooth capable stereo and speakers.
I'm assuming this isn't it that I'm looking at right now.
That's it right there. So it's just like
oh, is it like a retro sound?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so it looks right at home in here, but it has all the modern capabilities.
Is there power in here?
I don't know if we'd put a battery cutoff switch. Battery's in the trunk now.
Oh, you need the keys.
So the battery's shut off.
Jesus. This clearly needs some work.
So unfortunately, the problem with putting like an aftermarket tilt column, you get a lot of upgraded internals and everything, but they all come with a GM key.
Oh, we don't want a GM key.
So we wanted to shave that down, and we'll probably put a cover on it to make it look a little nicer. But yeah.
Oh, that's the GM key that we got? And we painted it red? Just so
yeah, we're probably going to do a better finishing touch on that key.
Oh, I wasn't going to start it. I was just going to put on the accessories, so. I don't think I have any accessory.
Do you want to turn the battery on? No, it's off. There you go.
We're on?
Yeah.
Oh, let's try it. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at those Dakota Digitals. Those are sick.
And you can change the color, so red made sense.
Vintage
air too. This has a full vintage air system, so the controls are all modernized and upgraded.
Oh yeah, let's turn right on.
So everything's dialed on this car. It was an original AC car, so it had the side dash vents, but we couldn't find a really nice center vent, so we ended up doing them under the dash for the center vents.
No power to the air or the head unit yet?
I don't think that's wired yet, no.
Look at me, just pointing out all the flaws. Cool, I love those gauges. That color is incredible. This shifter feels incredible. I'm ready to drive it.
Yeah.
To be honest. Did Adrian work out the wireless charging down here?
No. Not yet.
You mean not yet?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay. We're gonna try to put a wireless charger down here. And then these cup holders look just big enough to fit like a Costco water bottle or
something. Yeah, you guys stay hydrated.
Or like a slim Michelob Ultra size can. Wait, I didn't say that. Okay.
Cup holders are one of those things that, you know, we never thought about them too much, but they are nice when you do have them. It's somewhere now, like having a cell phone when these cars came out, people either had a can of something to drink or not. Right. But now having a cell phone, sometimes that's something you want to put somewhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and then Rick from RJ's reupholstered the back seat with the same suede and leather to match the fronts. So we got a really killer Sparco fronts, so nice. And then we got a matchy back seat. So
yeah, the interior in here is so nice.
And I think we're gonna get it on the lift today to shoot all the underside, because this car is just as nice on the underside. We
all brand new.
All brand new. We fully built the stainless exhaust in-house here. Everything's undercoated, brand new drive shaft. Every single thing is new on the car. The one thing I hear that Mopar guys are usually on the fence about. Yeah, we did a wiper delete.
Little wiper delete.
Which people are going to be mad at that, but
Sorry guys, we're in San Diego, and so wiper delete is a completely viable option for us.
So, and because we wanted to clean up the firewall, the Mopars have a big wiper motor front and center.
There, right?
So we wanted to get the wiper delete to clean up the firewall and just focus the attention on the engine. But the engine bay being black is a point of contention among a bunch of Mopar guys. These cars originally always had a body-colored engine bay. And there's some colors that looks okay. To be honest, the gloss red in an engine bay for me is just, it's overwhelming. It doesn't look good in my opinion. And so we wanted some contrast to make the engine stand out. So we went with black. And although it may be controversial, you know, it looks better in our opinion with the red. We didn't want to do, red's such a bright color, and this is Viper red. We went with like a real Dodge Viper red.
I think the engine bay's got to be matte, even if you do like the body color. A lot of times I'll see them like do like a matte in the engine bay versus like a gloss.
Yeah, you have to kind of tone it down a little bit to not draw so much attention to, and also like the curvature in an engine bay is not like designed to be a, you know, impactful piece like how the exterior of a car is.
Right.
So when you paint it the same color, some things get lost in the shapes and stuff.
So I didn't actually start this car. Like, should we start this car right now?
Yeah, I think it'll probably fire up.
Oh, let's try it. Moment of truth. Esparza's actually already driven this car, so it's not.
I've driven
it
a
truth, but
couple times.
Holy shit! Sounds so good. Give me some revs.
I'm not gonna go crazy because it's cold, but
dude, that sounds so good.
Oh.
That sounds so good.
I know.
Cancel the giveaway, dude. I'm keeping this one.
This is a good one. This
thing is so sick.
This is like a culmination of everything we've like tried and stuff that we end up liking. And we like manual cars, you know, we like driver's cars, and we want them to ride nice and stop good. So all the QA1 stuff, we have a stock 70 that I've driven with a 426 and 4-speed. So it's like basically like the all original version of what we ended up going with this.
Right.
And the difference in driving them is just night and day.
Yeah, and it's actually right over there.
And there's things about this car that I like that give it a lot of character. The black car has, I love the Magnum 500s, the 15-inch wheels. That's just such a good fit for the car. But with this car, with the handling, the brakes, we had to go bigger wheels. A lot of guys are like, oh, these are wagon wheels on these cars. These are only 18s. They still have a big sidewall. It's a huge car. They don't look out of proportion.
I love the way the wheels look on this thing. I mean, I think they're awesome. I might just keep it and cancel the giveaway. We'll give away that Camaro over there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, this is a good car.
This thing is so sick, dude. I can't wait to drive this car. I'm gonna wait till you guys are all the way done.
Yeah, well, and the nice thing too is we didn't tear up like a really high optioned car, you know, like this was just like a base model car, nothing crazy, automatic.
At the same time, like that's what we do. It's RestoMods, better than new. This fits the bill to a T.
Yeah, everything's super nice on this car. Everything's brand new. The body was all gone through, zero rust. Everything's protected, undercoated, dynamatted sound insulation.
All right, let's kill this one and finish up. We're also, oh, I was still shouting. All right, I'm good. Also,
loud
of course,
noises.
we have this 70 Cuda, also a Hemi car, Gen 3 Hemi in this thing. And let's see, today is Monday the 6th.
Yeah.
So exactly a week from today, I'm gonna be sitting here calling the winner of this car. This is RM28. Someone's gonna take this car home along with $20,000 or $50,000 this car and $50,000. I'm going to be calling someone a week from today. So
a lot of cash.
You can no longer enter to win this car right here. But as always, at RestoMods.com, the end of one sweepstakes does mean the beginning of another. So as of midnight tonight on the East Coast, 9 o'clock on the West Coast. I just made up a new.
The West.
We're the West Coast.
Beast in the West.
No, we're the best coast, the West Coast. This monster is RM29, and you can enter to win this thing, and then in a couple months, I could be sitting here calling you. So claim those entries at RestoMods.com. All right, so Monday, January 6th, that's our garage update. What do you like to say? What's your tagline? Take us out of here.
Keep having fun with cars.
Boom, that was professional.